Hey, how's it going? I'm Noah Kane, and welcome to my SEO YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about Shopify SEO for collection pages. If you're a e-com or direct-to-consumer brand and you're not moving as much inventory on the products that bring you the most profit, you're going to want to watch this video to learn how collection pages can completely change how much money you're making. In this video, we're going to walk through how SEO can help you find new customers to sell your products to, what buying intent keywords are and keyword difficulty is, how to find lower difficulty keywords to rank for, how to optimize your collection pages in Shopify, why supporting content is important for collection pages, and when to get backlinks and where to point them to your website. Make sure to stick around to the very end though when I drop my collection page copy hack at the very end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get updates on the latest videos. And as always, if you have questions, drop a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. With that being said, let's dive into optimizing collection pages on Shopify. All right, if you could snap your fingers and get your products in front of as many qualified shoppers as possible, you totally would. But we've all had that uneasy feeling. I've had it myself when our marketing efforts feel like a tree's falling in the woods and no one is there to hear about it. You know your product is great, and if more people knew about it, you'd be closer to growing to your first 7, 8, or 9-figure revenue year. And one SEO solution that can help change that for you is working on your collection pages and helping them rank higher on Google. Now, why is this helpful? Collection pages tend to align directly with higher volume buying intent keywords. This means that if you optimize your collection pages and get them ranking on Google, you'll be putting your brand and products directly in front of customers who are looking to buy right now. And what if those keywords are too difficult to rank for? The good news is you can always research lower difficulty keywords or a variant of your keyword and optimize for that while you grow your domain authority and overall authority and presence on Google. Let me show you an example. Let's pull up a keyword that fits the definition of a high volume but high difficulty keyword to rank for on Google. In this case, I've gone with mobility scooters. As you can see, the difficulty score is 33 out of 100, so it's not necessarily the hardest keyword to rank for, but it still has been marked as hard by Ahrefs because it needs 41 referring domains to rank in the top 10 on Google. So it's not necessarily the easiest keyword to rank for. The good news is we have over 10,000 people per month searching for this keyword term, which means we have a lot of people that we can get in front of and try to sell our products if we are selling mobility scooters. Now let's hop over to Google and type in this keyword and see what we get in the search results. As you can see, Google is giving us some indications here as to what type of intent this keyword has. And it's very clear that this is a buying intent keyword. Now, why do I know that? A few things. You can see these tags, these filters up here. We have on sale, nearby, get it fast, under $1,500, reviews. Clearly things you would be worried about if you were looking to buy something. As we scroll down, we have the filter buy options, which are all e-commerce related. These are all paid advertisements, but obviously that means there's buying intent here. And then the organic shopping feed results are also down here as well. And as we scroll down, now we're getting the organic paid results as well. So this is very clearly a buying intent keyword, as you can see by Google. Now, if we were to come to this page and we were to have a look and it was all maybe informational content where it was just information about mobility scooters, but not any of these ads, not any of the shopping feed, not any of these e-commerce filters, we might not be as interested in ranking for this keyword. But in this case, this looks like a great fit for what we're trying to do. Now, as you saw with this keyword in Ahrefs, this keyword isn't necessarily the hardest to rank for, but it's also not easy. So if you're a newer website, a newer e-commerce direct-to-consumer brand, or maybe you've been around a while, but you're just starting to invest in SEO, this might be a more difficult keyword for you to rank for. So what do we do then? We can look for lower difficulty keyword variations of mobility scooters. One of the easiest ways to do that is to come down here to the keyword ideas and go ahead and view these. And you'll see these are sorted by volume right now, and we can see the keyword difficulty scores on the side. Now, if we want to sort these, we can say we don't want to go over a keyword difficulty of, let's say, 20 to make it easier on ourselves. And now we can see which options we might be able to rank for. Mobility scooters for sale, lightweight mobility scooters for seniors, right? All of these might be a little bit easier for us to rank for, portable mobility scooters, and we might want to optimize our mobility scooters collection page for one of these keywords first before we jump into trying to rank for mobility scooters at large. And that's a way for you to get traction and get some sales in. And then as your authority grows across your website, you'll then have an easier time and a better chance of ranking for mobility scooters further down the line. One other thing you want to make sure that you do when you look at these keywords is to make sure that you can compete with the competitors on these terms. So for example, let's open up mobility scooters. We're going to see who is ranking for this keyword. And when we open this up, we're going to look at the domain rating column, and we can see there's a 32, 41, 58. There's a 7 here, all right, 29. So what this tells me here is that these websites here, while there are some authoritative places like Amazon showing up, Electric Wheelchair USA has a 58, it's not impossible for us to rank for this, even if we're a newer store. So this would be a good candidate for us to rank for. If I came here and looked at the domain rating and it was all 80s and 90s, I might look for a different term. So make sure you're selective. Just because the keyword difficulty score is a little bit lower does not mean it is necessarily, a lot easier to rank for. You want to make sure that it actually all lines up, look at some additional data, make sure you can really compete for the keyword you're trying to optimize for. All right, now let's talk about optimizing your Shopify collection pages. Now, there are a wide range of things you can do to optimize any page on any website. When it comes to collection pages, there are a few basic on-page SEO items you want to make sure that you take care of. The first thing you want to do is give your collection page a title. Now, this title here is going to be what shows up in what's called your H1 heading tag or your page title of the page. This is an important phrase you want to put in here. In this case, it might make sense just to call it mobility scooters. If we were going to go more granular, like in this case, we're going to optimize this collection page for mobility scooters for sale. But if we were going to do lightweight mobility scooters instead, I would make this lightweight mobility scooters as the collection title, right? So you want your H1 heading tag on your page to be aligned with the keyword you're trying to rank for. Now, the next thing you want to do is come down here to the search engine listing area, and this you can edit, and you'll see there's no information here. Now, one interesting thing about optimizing your Shopify collection pages, this actually applies to your blog posts and just regular pages as well too, is you'll notice Shopify gives you a character count here. So far we've used 17 of 70 characters and 0 of 320 for the meta description, which they're calling the SEO description. Now, an interesting thing about this is that ideally you actually want your SEO title, also known as the meta title, to be 55 to 65 characters in length, and the description down here to be 155 to 160 or so characters. So what I always tell people is ignore these recommended character counts and stick to those numbers that I just gave you. Now let's go ahead and optimize these. So when it comes to writing a good meta title for your collection page, there's a few things you can do. First of all, we're going to make sure we have our primary keyword, which in this case, mobility scooters for sale. So I'm going to add in for sale. Okay. You can also experiment with adding a call to action. So I could add shop mobility scooters for sale. And then one thing I like to do sometimes, if it makes sense, is you can do one of two things now. You could mix in some secondary phrases. So lightweight for seniors, right? Portable, right? Any of those keywords, you could say shop mobility scooters for sale, lightweight, like type, portable, right? And there we're at 55 characters, right? That would be totally fine for a meta title. Alternatively, let's say you carried a wide range of brand names. You could say, brand number 1, brand number 2, something like that. Now you want the language to come across in a way that's coherent, easy to read. Doesn't always matter that the syntax from like a writing perspective is 100% on point, just that if you read it, it makes sense, easy to digest. Remember, people are going to Google, they're scanning the page, and you want to make it easy as possible. Now, the meta description down here, again, 155 to 160 characters. And really, this is a piece of copy that you're going to use to entice people to, shop on your store. So one thing you could do is, say shop and you're seeing the preview up top here, right? Shop mobility scooters for sale on the Noah Kane Consulting Scooter Store, right? Get free shipping to the United States on orders over $3,000, something like that. So you can do something like this, and we can also add in, we have a little more room. And we'll shorten this so we have a little bit even more room. We'll call this the NKC Scooter Store. Choose from brands like brand number 1, number 2, and number 3. Free shipping to the United States. So we're 162 characters there, but you get the idea, right? Some copy. We're reiterating that this is the right thing they're looking for. We're also mentioning some of the brands, or we could be doing the lightweight portable thing, whichever route we want to go. And then adding in a little bit of extra something here, right? Free shipping, right? If I'm purchasing a big product, mobility scooters can cost a lot of money. Oh, I can get free shipping on this. That's a way to convince me to go above and beyond. So when it comes to your collection pages, this is at the very least, the basics of what you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick. And then another thing you want to make sure you do is that if this is an important collection page, a top priority collection page, you want to also make sure you go to your navigation and add this to your main menu, right? So you can add, we'll call this mobility scooters. Go to collections, right? And we'll add that in. I'm going to delete some of this stuff real quick. Okay, so you want to make sure that any collections you feel are really important are on your main menu. So those are some basics you can do when it comes to optimizing your Shopify collection pages. Next, we're going to jump into why supporting content is also important for optimizing and ranking your collection pages. So in this case, I had ChatGPT just throw me together kind of a dummy blog post. It put together something that's cohesive and fine. This probably wouldn't rank very well. I didn't give it very much context or a great prompt to do so, but we have some content to work with here. As you can see, I've optimized the title here with the ultimate guide to mobility scooters, enhancing independence and comfort. So we have our page title there. That's going to be what shows up in our H1 heading tag. Again, that's the same across any of your content pages on Shopify. But some other things you want to think about with your blog content. So you can see these bolded areas are headings, and you'll notice there are some, mobility scooters is used, benefits of using a mobility scooter, choosing the right mobility scooter, maintenance and care for your mobility scooter. So these heading tags incorporate the phrase mobility scooter and also some other phrases that might be relevant to the person who's searching and might find this content to be helpful. So you want to do that with your headings. We could go way further than this, and this post really actually should be quite a bit longer than it is, but I just want to give you a quick example to show you how you should be creating content and optimizing it to help your collection pages out. Now, the other thing we talked about was internal linking. And as I mentioned, you want to link from phrases within your content that'll link back to your collection page. All right, we just walked through how to do some general optimization to your collection pages in Shopify, and also how to create supporting content and optimize those to also help out your collection pages. Another piece of the Shopify SEO puzzle is backlink building. A backlink is when another website links back to your website, which acts as a vote of confidence in the eyes of Google that other people care and consider your website an authority on whatever it is that you do or sell. One big mistake people make is where they point their backlinks. Instead of pointing your backlinks to the collection page you want to rank, instead, it can be more helpful and more natural looking to point those backlinks to the supporting content you've created. The reason being is that it's more likely that someone's going to be researching a topic or product and come across your blog content, and they might find it helpful and then feel inspired to link to that blog post on their blog or their website or even on social media or elsewhere across the web. Much less likely they're going to care about linking a collection page from whatever they're talking about, right? It's just more natural to go from the blog post or whatever supporting content you happen to create. Now, you might be wondering, how does this still pass authority to my collection page? Well, if you've created that supporting content and that supporting content has gotten some backlinks, and then you've internally linked that supporting content back to your collection page, that authority from those backlinks is going to pass through that internal link to your collection page. On top of that, your overall website authority will also be growing as well, which helps out your entire website. All right, now let's get to the bonus content of this video, which is my collection page copy hack. As you can see here, I'm looking at our collection page again, the one we've already optimized for mobility scooters. We've updated the meta title and meta description. We already know that our supporting content's been created. We've internally linked that, right? We've done some basic stuff that's going to help us rank higher. If you're getting stuck and want to rank even higher on Google, or you're just unsatisfied with your efforts so far, one quick and easy win you can add to your collection pages is adding some collection page copy. And so if you look here at the description area, this is the same content editor that you have on your blog posts or regular pages on Shopify. You can add anywhere from a couple of sentences to, 300, 400, 500 words to this page, and you're gonna make it stand out when Google crawls your website. The reason being is that 99% of e-commerce stores don't add any copy to their collection pages. So by you adding some copy here, you're adding more topical relevance and authority that's going to make this page stand out. Some other advantages here, it's also going to help you target maybe some keyword variants, because you can use that copy to add in language for, in this example, we could add in lightweight, portable, those types of phrases that we saw in our keyword research might be helpful for this type of store. Additionally, you also open up more internal linking opportunities from that copy, right? That copy could link to other collection pages or other content across the website. But really, it's that step of going above and beyond. And this type of copy, since it's on the collection page and the collection page has buying intent, it should be more bottom of the funnel copy, where you're highlighting some really important features that make your product sound really enticing to buy. So you might also increase your conversion rate on this page by having some copy that's going to convince a potential buyer and customer for you to go ahead and pull the trigger and make a purchase. So I highly recommend this hack. It'll take your sales and revenue to the next level and also help you rank higher on Google. All right, that's all for today. Now you know more about Shopify SEO for collection pages. My name is Noah Kane. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe down below and hit the bell for future video updates. If you're ready to invest in SEO, feel free to reach out to me at workwithnoah.com. Catch you next time.